Alright guys, welcome to stream. I guess we're starting now. I'm trying some things, so we'll see how this works. I probably won't keep it. I'm trying to see how the emotions things works, but it's kind of just really glitchy. And I don't know how I feel about it. Bump that up a bit. Yeah, see, that's okay, so we'll switch screens here in a sec. I've got something that's in the thumbnail. I have a new thingy-majigger, and it's got these things, so ignore that for a second. But yeah, it's got the goop. It's my SMP themed. It's great, but I'm trying to see how the emotions things work, and you can see that every once in a while it just like switches to like extremely unnecessarily aggressive. I don't know how I feel about that. I think I'm going to probably turn that off if I can figure out where it is again. Where is it? I just saw it. There it is. We'll do that. Alright. We're just sticking to this then. Alright. We're here. Hello. My chat box is a bit messed up on my end. I need to fix something quick. Fix this, please. I can't read chat. Hello, Moon Guy. Hello, Viper. Random guy jump scare. I've been subscribed to you, and I have no idea why. That's cool. I don't know why either, but I make amazing content. Yes, Moon Guy is correct. Although I think... No, it's fine. I think what's wrong is my camera's tilted a bit funny. But my avatar looks a bit bugged. That's fine. It works. Alright, so today we are going to do the Minecrafts. I'm back from vacation, obviously. God, something's messed up. Let me see if I can... Not that. That's a bit better. I tilted it a bit. I felt like I was tilted too far up. This feels better. Alright. Game time. So, I've done a lot of work in my spare time. Before and yesterday also. So things are going to look a bit different here. But it's great. It takes a long time to load into the server sometimes. Alright. We're here! I have buildings now. They're like really tall. So like... it's taking a second to load. Also look at that gorgeous sunset. It's amazing. I love that color. Alright, so last time you guys saw any of this, all the buildings were about this height. I have since used some materials to increase the height of the buildings, but we need more. This is not enough. And I have more, but I need to get more as well, and Mikey told me he restocked his shop, so there should be more blackstone available. I also went around down here under the pink and just extended the wall down. I don't think I need to do more. I can if I want. I can go all the way down, but you can't really tell. So I think we're good with that. But everybody, welcome. This is my base on ESMP. Lovely Viper. I don't know how much of my stuff you've watched or whatnot, but yeah, this is my base, and the end of the season is approaching, and I'm not very close to being done. So I'm hoping to push through as much of this today as I can. The goal that I have set for myself is to finish everything here, hopefully by the end of the week, but I don't know how likely that is. Also, I fixed the lag issue on my model. It is now under 50,000 polygons, so hopefully the lagging issue is gone forever. Alright. Also, one more thing. I got rid of the jump being up arrow thing. I dealt with it for like a month and a half to 2 months, and it started to mess really bad with my natural instincts. So I said, alright, I've done this long enough. At this point it's just a nuisance, so I got rid of it. I'm just doing spacebar for jump now, instead of up arrow. And I would recommend never doing that, because it's terrible. Minecraft is quiet. Alright, so the first thing we gotta do is go to the shopping district, and we gotta buy Mikey's entire shop out again. So that's on the list. And maybe we can talk about vacation. So, for those who don't know, I was on vacation the last week. I think 10 or 11 days or so. Yeah, went on a fishing trip. It was nice and enjoyable, but I'm ready to start getting back into the grind again. And I've also done a bunch of planning for next season's builds, but you're not going to see those for a while. Oh my god, the server. I feel like every time I play on the server, I have to drop my render distance just a little bit farther. Alright. Whoa! Okay. Okay. Mikey's shop, right here. I'm gonna drop my render distance. I have determined. We'll do 11. Alright. Blackstone is what we're here for. 2 stacks of diamond. He lied to me. I feel lied to. He did not restock. Unless he did restock, and I immediately bought him all out. Or someone else did. Also, look, I got 3 sniffer eggs. I was doing some underwater exploration, mostly for squid, and I found a ruin, and there were 3 sniffer eggs there. That's mad, but I have nothing to do with them, so they're just going to kind of sit there forever. Oh yeah, I also wanted to see if he has nether brick. 2 stacks of diamond. We're going to buy some of that. I need that. Okay, I'm going to... How much? 2 stacks, 1 diamond. 1, 2, 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 another diamond. I think that was 2. Alright. That'll work for now. I can come back if I need more. Well, Mikey definitely knows, though, that I need blackstone, so maybe there's like a very small percentage chance that he left some for me at my base. Probably not, because we never talked about it, but it's always worth checking. I thought I saw a dark oak sign, but it might have just been a lighting glitch. Alright. Anything? I don't think so. Alright, so blackstone is a problem. Because we need a lot of it, and it's very hard to get. So, yeah. Alright. So how's everyone else doing today? I've already told you about my week. Any of you guys do anything wacky? Probably not. But you know, you never know. Everyone does something, I guess. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm a bit rusty. It's been like 2.5 weeks since I streamed. Or so. Farm's running. Ooh, look at all the guardians. And a slight sneak peek at the underground section. Yeah, I'm not showing you any of that yet. That's saved for the video, but it's almost done down there. I just have to do the roof section. You went to Dubai. Oh, that's pretty cool. I've never been out of North America before. So I don't really know what it's like in other countries. I mean, I've been to Canada, but Canada is like deluxe America. So I don't know if that really counts as being to another country. But I hope you had a good trip, and I hope you met some new people, saw some new things, had a good time, and all that stuff. Oh yeah, so problem number 2, actually, is red nether brick. I have been grinding red nether brick so hard, but it's so expensive. It's ridiculous. I reduced the number. Originally I had a second red nether brick building, which I think was that one. But I tore it down so that we only have 1 red nether brick building now. North America is so much better. Moon Guy's been to many countries. Well, see, you're from Europe. Its countries are much smaller in Europe, so it's easier for you to actually go to other countries. If I want to go to Canada from where I live, it's like a 7 to 8 hour drive. Like, it is not a very reasonable trip to make. And then you have to like cross the border. You have to have passports and stuff, and you got to change all your money over because Canada doesn't use American dollars. I have. What's funny, the last time I was at Canada was like more than 10 years ago. When I was very young, we went to Canada. I still have Canadian change in my money drawer. Hello, Armor Blue! It's raining. I've been in Dubai for the past decade. Just came back from visiting America. Oh, it was the other way around. Trixie. Alright. Well, what'd you think of America then, huh? That's the real question. If you've been in America, what'd you think? Did you see any cool places? Where'd you go? I want to know. I love hearing people's travel stories. That's like one of my favorite things about traveling, is just telling people about traveling. Alright, I gotta start building things. We're gonna start with the netherrack. And this building looks like it needs some help. So we're gonna start here. Where's my scaffolding? I'm missing 3 scaffolding. Oh, it's right there. I'm an idiot. Okay, never mind. Hello, hello, hello. I'm hoping that the entire stream isn't just going to be this. I have to punch out windows for all the buildings, which will save stuff. Ah, Blue is online. Welcome back, Blue. Alright. Arizona is the best state. There are no better states. I feel like that might be biased. I've never been to Arizona. I know it's hot there, and I know they have giant snakes and scorpions and stuff. And I know it's dry, and I think I said hot already, but I'll say it's hot again. All I know is that Texas is 4 claps, and that Yankees clap 3 times or something. My American knowledge doesn't go much further. You already know more than me, because I have no idea what that means, but I'm assuming that's sports things. I'm not really into sports a whole lot. The only sport that I ever have cared about, like official sport, I guess you could say, is baseball. Because I used to play softball when I was a kid, but I don't do a whole lot of... I don't care about the footballs or the hockeys or the golf. Unless it's mini golf. Mini golf, that's top. I love mini golf. I'm such a mini golf sellout. But the problem is, and it's the same problem with bowling, is that I'm significantly better at mini golf and bowling than anyone else in my family. Like, I'll go to bowling and I'll get like half of my rounds will be just strikes, and I'll just win by like 30 points. So no one wants to play bowling with me. And we do mini golf, I'll get like significantly below par in mini golf. And everyone else will be like, I got 110 shots on the first hole. So, yeah. No one wants to play mini golf with me either. But that's what happens when you're good at something, is nobody wants to play with you. Mini golf is indeed fun. I love balls, personally. You suck at bowling? It takes a lot of time to get good at bowling, and a lot of it is, like, it's not really about how hard you throw the ball. It's more about, like, how you, like, technique, how you throw the ball. Because, like, if you can throw a bowling ball hard, you're just gonna send it into the gutter every time, because you don't have control when you're throwing hard. You've got to do, like, a medium kind of force, and a lot of it's in the wrist. You kind of want to aim towards the gutter, and then twist your wrist away from the gutter before you let go of the ball, so that the ball heads towards the gutter initially, but then at the last second it hooks left or hooks right. For me, it would be a hook right usually, because I'm right-handed. But yeah, it hooks in at the last second, and then that's how you get the really good hits in bowling. Yes, it's a lot of skill, and I'm not the best. Like, if I haven't gone bowling for like half a year or so, I will suck for like the first 5 holes, and then I'll just start getting back into the groove, and I'll get a couple strikes. It's hard. It's definitely not an easy sport. Sports in general, though, are not easy. I also like tennis. I'm a big tennis fan, but I get wiped out so hard on tennis. And we're out of netherrack. I mean, so it's a lot of it's to do with my childhood asthma. I had asthma when I was a kid. I outgrew it, which is a thing that can happen, but the side effects of having weak lungs thrives within me. So I don't do super well on the high athletic sports, which is probably why I don't like football, because that's like 99% running around on a really large field. I can do baseball, because half of the time in baseball you're just standing out in the field. So that's a lot easier on me. But I love tennis, but I get wiped out so hard. Especially like if I'm really into it, I will be so out of breath within like half an hour. It sucks. I wish it didn't happen, but that's the way the world works. Where's my netherrack? Why can't I find it? I could have sworn I had nether bricks. I have 4 nether bricks. Okay. Unless I have more. Okay, yes, this is what I thought. This was in reserve for my red nether brick, but I guess I can sacrifice some for a regular nether brick. How many more bricks? How many buildings do we have that are nether brick? We have this one. We have the one I was just working on, which is 2. Actually, that's the second one. 3. We have 3 nether brick buildings. We have a lot of blackstone buildings. That's the hard part. Moon Guy plays tennis. Good choice. Viper says, should have invested more stat points into lung capacity before I spawned. Yeah, definitely. I put all of my stat points into the mystery category. I dumped all of them into that category, and it hasn't yet revealed itself what its purpose is. But maybe, like, is there like a conversion rate? Do you think, like, do you think I can get those converted? Is there some kind of stat point bank? Like the reset stat points button that I can press somewhere? That'd be nice. Reset my stat points. Put all of my stat points into lung capacity and running speed. I'll be the next Usain Bolt. Alright, distractions. We have deep slate bricks, but I don't think I have any deep slate brick buildings really left. I've got blackstone, 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 gray concrete, nether brick. So these are kind of useless to me right now. Get in there. Oof, rip. That sucks. I hope that's not in a bad place. Okay, okay. I gotta concentrate here. I gotta really concentrate, because I'm getting distracted and going nowhere. We need blackstone bricks or nether bricks. And all of my blackstone is here. We have more blackstone bricks. Good. That's polished. We need that. That's deep slate. This is all deep slate. Those are concrete. Obsidian. More obsidian. Okay, we've got all the blackstone in our inventory. We have polished and bricks and polished. So we need mostly polished, but we also need some bricks. Alright, read chat time. I've heard doctors can help re-roll some of your stats. So they say. Doctors, you know, medicine is incredible. Okay, and now we're gonna do some polished blackstone. Polished blackstone. Okay. I think that's all of it. Blackstone is so dark, I have to like lean into my screen really hard to actually see the texture. It's awful. Hello, Luna Lily! Oh my god! I don't think you've ever been in one of my streams, but welcome! What brings you around these parts of town? It's been a while since we did anything. I think it was Decked Out 2 was the last time we ever chatted. How you hanging? It's so great to see all you lovely faces here. Ah, what a wonderful community. I hope the music isn't too loud. I didn't really check ahead of time, but it looks fine. Ugh. I'm doing fantastic today. I got home from vacation and I was immediately just like, I know what I gotta do. I gotta do the things. Doing good. Rarely come here. As when I watch streams, I'm usually on Twitch. Yeah, I get that. I personally don't like Twitch, but that's like a personal thing. I don't really have, like, Twitch ads are kind of annoying. And I wish they would make them, like, not interrupt the video that you're watching. But other than that, I have no problems with Twitch, really. But I figured I've already got an audience on YouTube. I have literally no followers on Twitch. I think I have, like, one. But I figured I'd stay where the audience is at, you know? Rather than hopping around. I've already got, like, 3 other social media accounts. All of which are actually doing pretty good lately. But, you know. It's how it rolls sometimes. And like I said, it's all down to personal preferences. There's really nothing wrong with Twitch. It's just me. I'm the problem. Twitch makes you money, though. True. But it's not always about the money. So, you know. Maybe in the future, when I have a bigger, a more widespread audience, I'll figure out how to do multi-streams and stuff. Where I can, like, stream on 2 platforms at once. I hear that's a thing. But that's too complicated for my monkey brain. So we're just sticking to 1 platform for now. It's not about the money, Spider-Man. It's about the friends we made along the way. I'm also pretty excited for the next season of Eternals SMP. There's been a lot of discussion, private discussion in the Discord that I won't talk about how we're going to be doing things. And I'm very much looking forwards to what I have planned and to seeing what other people have planned. So that's down the line. And like I said, I've started working in a creative world, in my creative world, just prototyping some different designs and stuff. And we'll see how it goes. I've also been prototyping, and I talked about this, prototyping some emote designs, custom emotes. I think there's a way to do it on YouTube through extensions and stuff. But I've got some designs that I like. And of course it'd be easier if I was on Twitch, because then that has built-in emote support. But I've been, my sister sent me a sketch that she drew a few weeks ago, and I really like the style that she chose for it, and so that's kind of the style that I'm going for the emote designs. I don't have any pictures, because it's all actually in my sketchbook. I was working on it during vacation, but I think you guys will like what I've come up with so far. And that's all of the Blackstone we have. See, this is why I need Mikey to restock his shop. I've got all this deep slate I brought with me, thinking I was going to need more, and I literally don't need more. I don't. I just need Blackstone. I mean, I could make some of these buildings taller, like that one, I guess. Alright, we need to come up with a plan here. Concrete. We can dump these in here. We're gonna need this box if we're gonna have to do deep slate collecting. Those are full. Maybe I can transfer these somewhere. That would allow me to take this box. Yeah, we can put them in here. That's not a problem. I gotta, oh god, there's so many chat messages. I gotta scroll up. I didn't stream on Twitch either when I did my big stream. I worried about messing up YouTube's algorithm with streaming. Yes, Armor Blue. That's true. But, I mean, I don't make a lot of videos, so having those stream videos, VODs, that's what they're called. Having them on the channel kind of helps flush things out a bit, so I feel like my channel's not as barren. Blue, you're getting the entire algorithm wrong. Many people do. You gotta produce for people, not for the algorithm. If you stream and people enjoy it, it's only good, unless you're thinking it's messing you up in another way. I mean, YouTube's algorithm is very complicated, and no one really knows how it works, like, entirely. Some people think they do, and then they're wrong. Like, I've seen channels pop off for literally no reason, and they're like, oh, it's the almighty algorithm. But it's like, yeah, but the algorithm says that it's the super flashy, clicky things that get people to watch your videos. And sometimes that's just not the case, you know? I doubt Eternal Season 3 will begin at the same time as 1.21, as that's a couple days away. Yeah, no, Season 3 is planned for maybe a month from now or so. We're still kind of talking about it. So we're not certain, but yeah. We ain't gonna say anything. I said something, I'm sorry. But nothing is set in stone yet. We're all still discussing it and voting on things. So, take everything I say with a grain of salt. Might be back later, I need to study. Okay, Moon Guy, bye-bye. My watch time went up by 60 hours or something in just a day. I mean, personally, from experience, I can say with some amount of confidence that streaming has helped my channel drive some more attention to my other videos and stuff. And also, because I'm streaming, I get more recognition on Twitter. I've actually gotten like 10 or so new Twitter followers in like the last month. Most of it's because of my streaming stuff, I think. Which is pretty cool. We ain't gonna say anything as Skraby feels so much stuff. Yes, I'm a potty... not a potty mouth. That's the wrong word. What's the word? I'm a leaker. That sounds worse. The algorithm is just looking at how much people watch your video. YouTube wants you to stay on their platform as much as possible. If they see people watching your videos, they will show it. Exactly. And that's why, because I can't make as many videos, having regular streams does help drive attention to my channel, because YouTube sees people watching my videos. Especially my VODs. I get people watching my stream VODs more than the people who actually watch me live. And YouTube likes that, actually, because it drives more traction and attention and stuff. And it's great. They don't care about interactions, just about retention. Yes, exactly. It's about how long you watch the video. And that's why short videos are actually the best, is because it's harder to click away on a video that lasts 1 second. And that's why shorts are so good, is because they're always less than a minute long. And so, when people watch a short, they are highly likely to finish the entire short. Which then leads to YouTube recognizing that people are watching the entire video. It's kind of a hack system, you know? It's not real. We need Blackstone, which means Nether. Unless Mikey's thing has Blackstone in it. But I don't know where Mikey actually has his farm. Actually, I think I do know exactly where his farm is. Okay, we're being shot. That's gun fun. Gun fun. Ignore me. I wasn't here. I got lost in the Nether yesterday, actually. I was mining Netherrack, and I just got lost. I had no idea where I was. Wing health is good. We need a Basalt Delta. And I already think I'm going the wrong way, because I have not seen a Basalt Delta yet. Here we go. I spoke too soon. Oh, but it's like all on the roof. Are you kidding me? What about this? Does this work? Yeesh. This is precarious. I don't really like this spot. What about that? I could raid a bastion, but they spawn so many piglins, and I don't want to deal with that. What about this space? Alright, not a lot of lava. I think we can deal with this. We're just gonna plug this up, and we're good to start mining. He says as a gas comes up from behind him and blasts him. You do need to make your editing in some way, but it's not for the algorithm, but about people will watch this long enough. Yes! Exactly. And he is going... Gotta study for a bit on my exams. Good luck on your exams. Exams are hard, but stay in school, kids, as they say. Alright. Blackstone. So much fun. I really hope that there's enough Blackstone here. Alright. Alright. I'm paranoid about lava in the nether. Always have, always will be. I kind of want to do a model showcase. Show off the new things I have for my model, but I'm in a bit of a tight spot right now. But the urge is growing within me to do a turnaround. You can't drop out. What? You can't drop out till you have your high school degree here. What do you mean you can't? Can't you just not go to high school? Like, I'm confused. Oh, you're saying you can't flunk out. I was about to say you can't drop out, and that was confusing. So like, you could just not show up, and that's dropping out. But you mean that you can't get suspended for poor performance, is what you mean. Yeah, no, that's not how it works in America. In America, if you're doing bad, they're more than happy to kick you out for a year. Especially in college. Especially in college. High school, not so much. They'll more than welcome. They'll let you back in after, if you know, like, it's pretty hard to get suspended from high school. He says, knowing someone who got suspended from high school. And they still let him back in, so... Why am I still here? If you don't go to school, the police will show up to your house? Really? Man, that's wild. Please don't do jack shit here in America. Like, I'm not gonna... I don't know if it's, like, specifically just the police where I live, but, like, I rarely see police cars where I live. Like, when I was on vacation, multiple times we saw police cars whip out and pull people over for speeding. I don't think I have ever seen someone get pulled over for speeding in my hometown. It's just not a thing. It doesn't exist. That's lava. Oops. Although I wouldn't really call it culture shock, because, like, you know, you see it in, like, movies and TV shows all the time, so I know it's a thing that happens a lot to people. But, like, where I live, it's not police brutality where I live. Where I live, it's police do nothing-ality. It's police let people get away with serious amounts of crime-ality. They're so bad. And, like, the thing is, I know the police... I used to know the police chief. We have a new one who got voted in, like, last year, I think, so things might change. But I knew the old police chief. He was the parent of one of the bullies at school. So I kind of knew that his family was, like, bad news. So, you know, it's kind of like corrupt police, I guess, is what it would be called. So maybe the next police chief will do a better job of actually policing the city. We'll see. To be determined. I'm in a bad space to read chat right now. Alright, let's see this. What country is this? That's Netherlands. I already knew that. Once you're 23 or something and still haven't graduated, you might do community service. Damn! To find a solution. Plan to visit there when I'm older. Netherlands is my backup plan if I'm unable to move to Norway. Norway is expensive. Honestly, I think everyone wants to move to the Netherlands. That's like the most common thing I have ever heard, is people like the Netherlands a lot. It's like the place, it's the hot place to be these days. Which is probably fantastic for the economy in the Netherlands. You know, if everyone wants to be there, I imagine that their economy is doing pretty good. I mean, you can't be a popular place like that and not have a good economy, right? think that's how that works. I don't like mining here. There's too much lava. Where else can I go? Too much lava. I want to find a spot that's flat and doesn't have a lot of lava. But that's really hard to do in the basalt delta. I mean, there's this. There's this. That's pretty good. Is that just around the corner? I think so. Let's see. Looked like it was just around here. Yep. Alright. We're gonna mine here for a bit. Check back. Norway is very expensive, but if you have a job there, it should balance out. A lot of inflation. Went to London. Drank overpriced fake Prime. Wasn't even that good. I don't know what Prime is. Should I? Is that like... That sounds like an energy drink. Honestly, that's what it sounds like. It might be alcohol. I doubt it's alcohol. Moon Guy's a miner. What am I talking about? Of course it's not alcohol. That's another thing. Because I live in the good old state of Wisconsin, we love our beer here, because most of us are German or Northern European. Underage drinking is a huge problem. I have multiple underage coworkers who just openly admit that they drink all the time. Which is kind of wild. I don't know if it's a problem anywhere else in America, or even in other countries, but it's a huge problem here. Luckily, though, most people do drink responsibly. So, that's a good thing, at least. Logan Paul and KSI. Yeah, that's what I thought. It's what it sounded. It sounded familiar. That's what I thought it was. Isn't Prime that questionable drink? Oh yeah, it's that thing that South Park made fun of. I watched a video on that once. I can't remember what it was called, but there was a whole episode of South Park that made fun of the stupid fad of energy drinks, which I will never get. It's the same thing with like a Stanley Cup. Like a Stanley drinking cup, I should say. I don't understand that at all. Like, they're not even that good of a quality. It's just people just like them because everyone else likes them. Like, if it was actually high quality, I'd understand. But I have seen like posts and pictures and stuff of people who's like, I knocked my Stanley Cup off of the counter and it fell into 10 pieces. Like, they're not even that sturdy. Like, I have a mug that I used for like 10 years without it ever having problems. And it finally broke when it fell like 10 feet and it hit the ground on a very precarious corner, and the lid just cracked open. But like, come on. It's just a cup. It's not that big of a deal. And it's the same thing with the energy drinks. Like, it's just a drink. It's probably not even that good. It's not a big deal. I'll never get it. I'm not a trend chaser. I do things that I want to do. I don't do things because other people like them. I can drink alcohol in my home country, Belgium. 16 now. Yeah, I mean, most people are okay with drinking in their home. But when I say like underage drinking is a problem, I'm talking about like 12-year-olds going to bars and getting drunk and high. Like, bars do not care how old you are, and it's probably because the police don't care how old you are. Like I said, policing is terrible where I live, and so obviously if the police aren't going to do anything, then that's going to encourage bars to sell more. Like, bars will not check your ID, ever. I have been to a couple bars in my life, and I think I have seen people get their ID checked once in my entire life, and that's including like my sister. And, like, I get it for, like, adults. It's like, oh, they look old. But, like, for people who look questionable in their age, you think they'd check, IDs more often. But they don't. Oh, lava. Oh, lava. Mon fear. He burns. At least I picked up all the blackstone. Oh god, blackstone is so expensive. Sturdy mugs are sturdy as long as they don't become trendy, and therefore mass-produced. Yeah, that's probably what happened with the Stanley Cup, actually, is it was probably sturdy at first, but it got really popular really fast, and so they just started churning out cheap versions so they could actually keep up with demand. That's probably what happened. Because I heard they were sturdy, but they have seriously lost quality lately. We have to show our ID. I think in Germany it used to be 14, Belgium 16 plus. Yeah. Germany is insane with their drinking restrictions, and that's like what I said, that's why underage drinking is a problem where I live, is because a huge amount of the population of Wisconsin, specifically where I live, is German or Northern European, where the drinking age is significantly lower than usual. I can't go here. There's too many magma cubes. Magma cubicles. What about here? Get off. Okay, well we have lava, but that can always be covered up. Alright, I think that's good. Let's start mining. Ow. Hey Leon! Norway's 18. I'm of age of drinking, but don't drink. I got no plans of going near the US. That's a smart idea. I am significantly of age, but I don't drink either. I just don't like the taste. I mean, like, I've had wines and stuff on, like, special occasions, but I don't really care for beer at all. It's not my thing. Which is kind of weird. Because everyone else, you know, is into that stuff. Yeah, I think it's a modern thing. A modern trend. It seems that a lot of newer people from the latest few generations really just don't care for drinking. Not like it used to be. Anyways. So, I mean, it's probably for the better. Honestly. The less people that drink, the better the roads are. And the kinder people are in general, because drinking makes you a raging alcoholic. Not really. Yeah. Anyways. I'm getting hot. Oh god. He looked in chat. He saw me talk about Season 3. Yeah, Season 3 is approaching. Within the next few months, maybe. We're still discussing all the details in the Discord in private. So nothing is set in stone yet. So anything that I have said, take with a grain of salt. But yes, there is plans for a third season in the near future-ish. Mikey's gonna have a severe talking with me. He's gonna be like, Skraby, you're talking too much. But I don't think I'm talking too much. I haven't really said anything. I don't want the magma or the basalt. So we can just go. There we go. There's a gas down there. Noted. I hear a magma cube. I don't see it though. Shush this time. I'd argue that drinking is passed from generation to generation. As I've told you, have to drink a few times before you enjoy. So if a generation stops drinking, the cycle will be broken. I mean, yeah, it's an addiction kind of thing, just like with smoking, or yeah. So like, obviously, if you don't like it the first time and you're not being pressured into it, because it's not really like, drinking has been heavily discouraged in the last 20 years or so, in schools especially. So you end up with a culture that is convinced that drinking is like the devil's work. And like, yes, drinking in large amounts is generally unhealthy and bad, but in moderation, there's nothing wrong with alcohol. Like if you drink like on holidays, as long as you're not downing an entire keg of beer, you're fine. You're not gonna die from alcohol poisoning. You know, like, it's not a huge deal if you drink responsibly, but it's been kind of pushed into the mind space that alcohol is like the worst thing in the world, and therefore nobody wants it, and therefore nobody's drinking it. But that's just the way the world works, I guess. I wouldn't be surprised if the generation that comes in like 50 years' time doesn't even know what alcohol is. I wouldn't be surprised. We're already at the generation where people don't know what cassettes are. Isn't that scary? Nobody uses cassettes or VHSs or anything. Nobody, like, I'm surprised that more people weren't confused when Celeste came out, because they've got the B-sides. You have to collect cassette tapes to play the B-sides, and I love it's an adorable reference. But I'm fairly certain that the majority of people who played Celeste have no idea what it's referencing. Oh god, chat. There's so many people in chat. See, this is the problem of becoming a bigger streamer, is you have to deal with chat becoming increasingly more and more busy. Oh, I just noticed the heart icon's not on chat anymore. That's interesting. They must have changed an update. Alright, I'd argue that drinking... Oh, we already read that one. I doubt it. Final videos are coming out already. Yeah, Moon Guy's already done his last video, so I'm not spoiling anything. Moon Guy, you're the one who's spoiling things. Does anyone want to come to the Netherlands to try out the wonderful coffee shop? Alcohol originated not for getting drunk, for the calories. Yes, I took a ancient history class, and we had an entire thing about alcohol, and how it basically was alcohol was basically the enabler of civilization, because back in the day when they didn't really know how to preserve food super well, food would expire very quickly, and so your harvest of wheats and grains and stuff would go very bad very fast. But the process of distilling your grains into alcohol actually preserves the healthiness and the freshness of the grains in the food. So turning your grain into alcohol allowed you to get the benefits of the grain many, many months past the grain's normal expiration date. And so alcohol was a huge invention. It allowed civilization to actually kind of grow a bit. And of course, like, early alcohol was disgusting. It was just like dirty water, basically. But it had nutrients that could be stored for a long time. And of course, as the creation process of alcohol went on over time, people got more and more into the it makes you high part of the alcohol. And so it kind of transitioned as new preservation methods came around. Alcohol transitioned from a necessary part of your diet into the party hard food option. And that's how it got to where it is today. That's your history lesson, folks. Don't quote me on any of that. Still have cassettes at home. And a cassette player. The reason they drank beer and alcohol in the past was because water was so polluted and unclean. Yes! That and the expiration of wheat part. People drank alcohol before water started getting dirty in the UK. I'm saying in the UK not because it doesn't apply elsewhere, but because I don't have knowledge outside of the UK. Hey, Shrunk! You're early! How's everyone hanging? This stream is popping off. And I have no idea why. There have been so many people have stopped by to say hi. I feel so loved. How you doing today, Shrunk? I heard you were on last night, doing some things. Mikey did not restock his Blackstone shop, and so I am out here being a scrub and mining my own Blackstone. What a terrible world we live in. Could you imagine having to mine your own Blackstone? Ugh, disgusting. Stop being so entertaining. I'm sorry, Moon Guy. I'm trying. I've learned from what I'd call an expert of 12th century cider brew. Ooh, cider. I had a conversation actually recently because we had brunch on our last day, and we had a conversation about how apple juice is the best juice. And if you don't think apple juice is the best juice, then you're wrong, objectively. I'm sorry. But it goes good with everything. I've never had bad apple juice. That's how good apple juice is. I've had bad orange juice before. It's very easy to make bad orange juice, but I have never seen bad apple juice. Therefore, apple juice is the best juice. I said they were an expert and they were humble enough to deny it. Yes, if you're humble enough to deny anything, then either you're ashamed of what you do, or you're humble. Like, I get people from work all the time who find out about my channel and they like start asking questions about it. I'm very humble about my channel in public with people. They'll be like, oh, what do you do? And I'm like, oh, I do nothing. It's nothing. And they start prying really hard, and then they finally get me to say something about it. And they're like, oh, that's so cool. And I'm like, it's really not that cool. But then again, I just said I was humble, so I guess that makes me not humble, right? Or maybe I'm just self-aware. That's another thing. So like, here's the question. What's the line between being humble and being self-aware? Because like, you could be the most humble person on the world, like on the planet. And if you're aware that you're humble, does that make you not humble? Because they always say that if you say you're humble, then you're not humble. I don't know. It's weird. Why am I thinking about these things? That's the real question. Maybe it doesn't even matter. It's just a word, after all. Any lava? Aside from this? No. Alright. More dig time. I know too many historians and archaeologists, and a lot of them are in the same hobby group as me, where we researched 12th century UK. Man, I don't know, like, I don't know if this is just a side effect of growing up in America, but I think American history is, like, incredibly boring. And that might just be because, like, you learn American history, like, 10 years in a row, and you kind of live it, you know? But, like, I never hear people from the UK complaining about, like, English history being boring. Nobody ever says that. Nobody from France says French history is boring. But for some reason, literally everyone from America says American history is boring. Which is weird because, like, there is actually a lot of American history, even though we've only been around for, like, 200 or so years. Like, there's a lot of things especially a lot of things that the schools don't tell you about. And, like, you have to, like, go into really niche learning communities to actually learn the things that are cool. Because all they ever talk about in American history is the Civil War and the Revolutionary War. I don't think I've ever been taught about the Vietnam War or the Korean War. And especially never the Afghanistan War and all the stuff in the Middle East. They don't talk about that because it's recent. Even though it would probably be a good idea to teach it. And I don't know what they teach in schools nowadays, of course, because I haven't been to school in 10 years. So I don't know if they do talk about that stuff now, considering it was 20 years ago now. But when I was young, they just expected you to know about the Middle East. They were like, oh yeah, no, Middle East bad, 9/11, woo. It's like, yeah, but like, they don't talk about anything like that. I don't know. American history is boring because nobody talks about it. That's why it's boring. If people talked about the cool parts of American history, I doubt people would say it's boring. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Man, I want to dig apart the Bastion so badly, but I know I'll get destroyed. It's just a fact. I just saw a gigantic wall of text pop up on chat, but I haven't actually looked at it yet. From what I know of U.S. history, is that there's basically no U.S. history and just American patriotism. And I think they should talk about pre-colony America and history of Native America. You see, there are classes that talk about Native American history, but they're never required. They're always like electives, and they're always incredibly shit. Because obviously, like, Americans don't want to talk about America as the bad guys, which, like, to be honest, we kinda are the bad guys in a lot of the situations that we've been involved in. I hate to be that guy who says that, but it's true. And obviously, you know, no one wants to admit that, because America, you know, America's great and all that stuff. Yeah, I think it would be interesting if history classes spent a bit more time on, like, the Native American side of the story. Because, like, they always say, oh, it's American history, and it starts with the Mayflower. And it's like, not really. That's like, the Mayflower isn't even the first people to colonize America. Like, they never talk about, like, the pre-colonization Vikings. They always say, Christopher Columbus, you know, discovered America. And it's like, no, he didn't. He arrived to America, like, 50 years after it was discovered. He was just an idiot who thought he could sail through a continent. Everyone knew America was there. Like, it wasn't new or surprising when he hit land. And yet we treat it like it was, which is kind of weird. Christopher Columbus wasn't a genius. He didn't discover America. He's a bumbling idiot who thought he could just bypass the continent. Which is hilarious. And I love that it's being discussed more nowadays. Because people are, like, finally accepting that, hey, you know, maybe American history is wrong. You know? Maybe what we've been teaching isn't the truth. I hate to be that guy. But American history is actually interesting. There's a lot of interesting things that happened in America post-colonization. But they never talk about any of it because, you know, people like their guns here in America. And so obviously every single time someone mentions American history, it's about the wars and not about, like, the technological and, like, no, okay, this is what drives me wild. Like, the race for the invention of the airplane. You know, they talk about, like, oh yeah, the Wright brothers invented the airplane, end of the story. It's like, that's not the end of the story. Like, they don't talk about how America and France were, like, in a desperate fight. I wouldn't say fight, really, but a huge, like, technological battle to, like, come up with the first airplane design. And there was this whole, like, debate over whether the Wright brothers were actually the first or not. Like, American history, we're talking about these things, like the technological advancements and stuff. Like, yeah, we talk about the cotton gin because that's the thing that led to the end of slavery, aka the Civil War. And that's why people talk about the cotton gin. If the cotton gin did not lead to the end of the if the cotton gin did not lead towards the Civil War, no one would know what the cotton gin is. No one would know who Eli Whitney is because it wouldn't be associated with guns. But, like, I went to the Smithsonian a year ago in DC, and I went to the Air and Space Museum, and they had an enormous exhibit on the Wright Flyer, which, by the way, they have in the Smithsonian, and it looks amazing, and it's much bigger than you'd think it would be. But I spent, like, an hour just in the Wright Flyer's exhibit, and there was all these things talking about the struggles they went through and how they had to get permits to fly their airplane from the government because they wanted to make sure it was actually safe and not going to, like, crash and blow up a town or something. And they talk about how when the Wright Flyer was actually first successfully flown, France did not believe America at all. They were immediately on the press X to doubt button. Because, obviously, they had been in a conflict to get this flyer, the first person to fly, you know? And so when France heard that they did it, they did not believe it. And it's just like, why don't we talk about these things? The cool things! Maybe I'm just nerding out. Like, maybe it's only cool to me. But I think we need to talk more about those kind of things in America, you know? Less about, like, I mean, it's important to talk about the wars. Yes, I will agree with that. You know, the learning from history is important. But I would also argue that learning that what got us to the modern age, you know, the steps in humanity that led us to the point where we are, I think that's more important. Because, you know, we focus so hard on all the violence that has happened in the world. No one ever talks about, like, the peacemaking things. Like, why is it that when people talk about the world wars, no one talks about the Christmas ceasefire? Like, that's an incredible example of the strength of humanity and how we can all be better people, you know, if we just try a bit. But they never talk about that, because it's not about guns. It all comes back to the guns. No, but like, you know, I'm ranting too hard now. I'm probably scaring everyone off. I don't think they necessarily knew about America, but they knew the Earth was a globe, and regardless, it was a bad route to India. Apparently, Columbus thought the Earth was pear-shaped, therefore a quicker route. I mean, it goes, as they say, that the Vikings landed in northern Canada about 1,000 years before Christopher Columbus ever even sailed the globe. So the fact that Christopher Columbus thought he could get to the east was already a stupid idea, because people already knew that there was land out west. The fact that he thought he could just sail past it was a very, very bold idea, which obviously proved to not necessarily be wrong, because you can, but he just, you know, he wasn't aware, I guess, of the scale, I guess you could say. Christmas ceasefires talked a lot here in the UK when World War is discussed. I just think it's an American thing. I mean, I guess that's probably true. But like, I don't know. It's weird. There's a lot of things that we don't talk about. Like, we talk about... Here's an example. In World War I, one of the things that not necessarily caused, but one of the things that led to America joining the war effort, notoriously, is the sinking of the passenger liner RMS Lusitania. Because I'm a ship nerd and I know all these things. But, like, it's like I've watched documentaries from an excellent channel called Ocean Liner Designs. Excellent top tier documentary channel. Highly recommend watching his Lusitania documentary that came out like a month or two ago if you haven't. It's a great watch. And it's very informative. But like, they don't talk about that in American history, even though that's like one of the big things that shifted the American opinion on Germany. Because before the Lusitania was sunk, like, some Americans were still on the, like, well, maybe Germany isn't the bad guys kind of thing. But when Germany sunk a defenseless passenger liner that was carrying American civilians, that's kind of the nail in the coffin that made people, like, not like Germany in America. We don't ever talk about that. Like, that's huge. That's a huge part of the history of World War I in America, and it's just never talked about. Even though it is American history. Like, yes, it's a British ship, but they were flying an American flag with American citizens traveling from America. Like, that just makes sense. But they always just say, like, oh, yeah, World War I happened, and America immediately joined the fight because we're the good guys and we know good from bad. It's like, America actually considered joining Germany for a little while before World War I actually kicked off in America, in the American side. They don't ever talk about that. They never do. I don't know. Americans' schools are weird. Oh, what the heck? Oh, Mikey Mac is online. He's coming in to restock the Blackstone. He must have heard me screaming into the ether. Yeah, I could rant for ages on how bad American history school classes are. You have to, like, really be digging in to find the, like, actual important niche stuff. And ironically, a lot of the best things that you can learn about American history is through documentaries on, like, YouTube. Like, it's just weird. The schools don't teach you everything. And sometimes the things they teach you are wrong, even. I wouldn't say that schools are always wrong. Most of the time, a school is right. But, like, yeah. Like, one of the things that always bothered me when I was a kid is that in science class, they'd always talk about the states of matter. They'd say, oh, there's 3 states of matter: solid, liquid, and gas. And you can't be anything other than those. And it's like, that's not true. Because there's, like, colloids, which are, like, a solid and a liquid at the same time. And there's plasma, which is, like, a superheated gas that emits light, usually. Most of the time. But, like, They don't talk, they don't, like, I'd bring it up to the teacher like, excuse me teacher, you said there's 3 states of matter, but there's actually more like 5 or 6. And the teacher says, no, you're wrong, because the textbook says there's only 3. And I was like, well, the textbook, like, I get it, they're trying to make it simple for kids. But like, what's so hard to understand about a plasma? It's just hot gas. Like, oh man, I'm ranting. Alright, we're gonna head back. I have lots of blackstone now. And I'm probably gonna get lost, and I don't want to spend more fireworks than I have to. I already think I'm going the wrong way. Here's another bastion. I think it's through the forest here. Okay, we are definitely lost. Free camp? Save me. Where are we going? Exact opposite direction. I need to go over there. Great. Which way is that? Is that north? Yes, it's north. Alright. My bad. Hopefully I don't run out of rockets, because this could be devastating if I do. This sounds like a bad idea already. Why did I go this way? Oh, I wasted so many rockets doing that. Ha! You can't catch me, Ghast. I'm too fast. Alright, where is it? Where's home? Home is that way, I think. I'm gonna look at chat when I get to safety. Okay, I remember this lava fall. There is nowhere to go. That's a good sign. That's a good sign. I recognize that. I think it's right there. One rocket. This is gonna be close. Ooh, right there. We need to get right there. Let's go. We made it. He says, not actually making it yet. Alright, we're safe. Alright. From what I learned, America joined quite late in the World Wars. Yes, that's true. Especially World War I. World War II, not so much. We kind of joined slightly past the halfway point or so. But yes, World War I, we were pretty late. In the UK, they also simplify and teach us wrong things, but they also openly admit that when you get into more detail. What you learned is incorrect. This is the correct thing. I mean, that's generally true as well, but like I took college level chemistry, and they still won't say that plasmas are a thing. So you have to get like really deep into a major before they admit that the states of matter are not just solid, liquid, gas. They're really sure about that part, which is kind of weird. I don't know. It might just be my school as well. It might be that other schools in other parts of the country don't teach that way. I wouldn't know. I don't live there. Alright, we gotta grab fireworks. Alright. Man, I forgot Armor Boo was online. I'm so used to like being the only person online at this time of day. It's kind of weird. I stream at weird times. Yes, it's true. Here we are. So for those of you who have not actually seen this yet, since we kind of left pretty quickly for the Nether, this is the progress on the city so far. It's almost done, but I have to punch windows out, and a lot of the Blackstone buildings are not done yet. But hopefully, we will be able to finish that up today. I'm so quiet. That's not a bad thing. No, I'm not saying that you have to be noisy and present. I didn't say that. Nope. Alright, blackstone bricks. Yep. Alright. So I guess I'll sleep, and then I'll take this opportunity to give you guys a closer look at my model and models, because I've done the goop for every outfit. So if I just switch to idle for a sec, and we can do this, we can change the camera. Actually, I can just do this manually. I don't have to do that. We could go. There we go. Well, first off, I'll do a full zoom out of this one. Ta-da! This outfit is designed to look as close as possible to the skin that I use. So I got the boots, and I got the black pants, and I got the blue shirt with the wacky sleeves, and I got the purple goop. I don't know the controls for this. It's hilarious. All right, so you can see a good view of it here. Do a bit of spin. Yes. And then we have one with the hoodie, which is just the same, but obviously it's got the goop. I don't know the controls. And then we have this one. Again, the same. But I really like how it turned out. It looks great. We're going to stick with this, though. And we're going to go back into game. Bap. Alright. So let's see. This building? Wanting more noise from blue is just asking for blue chaos. Funny wordplay. Funny wordplay. Alright, I'm thinking I want to take a quick break. So I'm gonna get a drink and stuff. I'll be back shortly. In the meantime, enjoy some music. I just realized I don't actually have a "We'll be back" screen. I think I have this. Yeah, okay. I still have that. Alright, we'll do that. Alright, I'm back. We back. We pop this. Bam. It's like nothing happened. Right. Blackstone. I think we're gonna do this one. I think that's one I was already working on, right? Armor Blue is trying to finish a project. I wonder what it could be. Ooh. Spooky. It's a super secret. It's a super duper secret. Oh man. Making these skyscrapers is actually the worst thing I have ever done. I'm not gonna lie. It's a lot of materials. And it takes a lot of time. Like this is what, our third stream working on this city, and I haven't even done all this on stream. I've done some of this work off stream. And like it looks like we haven't done a lot, but like this is a lot. This is easily like 24 hours of work. It's terrible. Would not recommend building a city in Minecraft with skyscrapers. Bad idea. Ah, man, I gotta do that building and that one. Alright. Dang. Come on, there we go. Trying to think about something else to talk about, but I honestly don't have a lot. I don't know. I got a lot of ideas for things and stuff. None of it I can talk about. I don't know. I found quite a while ago now, actually. I found a guy on YouTube who is working on a Mario Kart in Minecraft project, and it's really, really good. Like, I'm not joking, it's really good. I kind of want to show off a video on stream. Oh, that's the wrong block. That's alright, we can craft it into the right block. What would you guys say to that? Do you guys want to watch someone else's video for a second? It's short. The one that I have in mind. It's like 3 minutes, maybe? Maybe? It's probably less than that, actually. Would you guys be up for that? It's really cool, I promise. It's not like anything I build. It's cooler than things I build. But when he's done with the map project, I definitely want to play it. Maybe we'll do an Eternals thing someday. That'd be pretty cool. Alright. When I finish this layer, I'm gonna see if I can find it. It's on Reddit, so I have to do a bit of digging to find it. I hate Reddit, by the way. I think I've said it in a tweet once, but the Reddit UI is so god awful. I'm like, I followed this guy, alright, on Reddit, and I'm trying to find, like, there's no feed on Reddit, which is weird. Because, like, you think I'd be able to just see the things from all the people I follow, but there's no way to do that. Like, there's no following tab, like in Twitter or any other media that exists. It's weird. Alright, we are going to see if I can pull this up. We're gonna mute the music. My stream, my internet's lagging a bit. Pause. Okay. Let's see if I can find this real quick. Minecraft, do your thing in the background. You've got mail. It's my stream notification in my own inbox. Because it does that. And it's annoying. Alright. I've got to find... Actually, I should have it in the notifications. God, it's lagging so badly when I'm on stream. Trying to load the browser. Right, where is it? Here he is. Okay. And then click on his channel name. And then community. And then scroll down. Click on the Reddit link. Mute this for a sec in case something else starts playing. Click on the name. Scroll down. Keep scrolling. It's loading very slowly. Posts, please. Not the whole thing. Alright. Yeah, see, you guys can't hear that, but I can. It just starts auto-playing every single goddamn video. Not that one. It's a cacophony of noises right now, I tell ya. Why is Reddit built like this? Almost there. A little bit farther down. Not that one. Not that one. That's the video. Alright, I found it. God. Reddit's user interface is terrible. And also it's lagging like balls. I think this is the right one. Yes, alright, this is the right one. So this is a project by a user on Reddit who goes by the name of Istroth, I think. His channel name is different. It just... Why does it do that? His channel name is different. I think it's Mystery Hat, if I'm not mistaken, is his YouTube channel name. I'm going to look it up quick so I don't get it wrong, because I would be embarrassed if I did it wrong. But, you know, browser is lagging, so please hold. Please. My internet's dropping, that's why I'm lagging so bad. Stream is still up, still healthy though. Alright, let's see. Am I right? Did I get the channel name right? It is Mystery Hat. I was correct. Mystery Hat. Alright. Stop, please. I hate that it does that. Alright. Oh my god. It keeps playing like a different video in the background every time I switch screens. Pause. Pause. Alright. Does it work now? Okay, it works. Jesus, alright. That was frustrating. We can turn that off, turn this on. There we go. So this is a test race he did with himself and one of his friends who's starting up here in first place. This is Mario Kart in Minecraft, and it plays so good. Watch this. He's got the music and the NPCs run around and there's items and coins. There's tricking in this game. So you can jump off of like a ramp or something and get a speed boost. And he's got gliders, and he's got all the items from like every Mario Kart game, so you can get like the Mega Mushroom or the Chain Chomp from Double Dash. And there's blue shells. He's got everything. And it works with people. Like he's playing with another person and then 10 CPUs. It's so good. Like really, like he's got a blue, that's a green shell, not a blue shell. The blue shell shows up later. There's fireballs. There's bombs as well. I don't remember if there's a bomb. Here comes a bullet bill. There's a blue shell. Ah, it's so good. I can't wait to play this. I'm so excited for it. I've probably been pestering him way too much on his channel because I keep like posting questions. Look, the lightning makes you small. And when he says when the new update comes out with all of the size changing commands, it'll make things easier, and I'm so excited, man. There's a Bob-omb. The NPC threw it off the map. There's a Bob-omb. He didn't throw it off the map. Ugh. It's so good. And the Mega Mushroom works. Ugh. I'm so, like this makes me so happy to see something like this in Minecraft. You have no idea how long I've wanted something like this. Fireballs for the win! Look at that, sneaky first place. And there's even like, you get turned into an NPC when the race ends. And this is an older video, so it's not entirely up to date, but like the newest version of the map has like introduction cutscenes when you select the map, and and there's like music for finishing the race in first place. It's so good. I am so excited to get the chance to play that map when it comes out. You have no idea. Alright, back to the music. But yeah, oh man. Something like that just makes me so happy seeing stuff like that. Because it's like, people don't make cool maps like that in Minecraft anymore. It's always like, oh, MCC this, MCC that. It's like, why don't people just make things they love? Yes, I am back. Back. Thank you. Man. I'm so excited. The thing is, like, you know I'm excited about something when I have been watching the videos for like 2 months now, and I'm still excited about it. Like, there's sometimes where you're excited about something, and then over time your excitement goes away. Not this. I'm still excited. It makes me so happy. And like, he's adding more items, and he's got battle mode. So like, you can do Bloons Battle, and he showed a video of like the beta for Bloons Battle on Big Donut from the N64. It looks so good, and the music is a bop. He's really, really great with note blocks and note block sounds. He actually takes the samples and puts them into a different music creation software. So the music is not actually in game, but rather he makes like an MP3 or a MIDI, and then throws that into the game as a sound file. And it works so well, and he's so good at making music. He's got a couple soundtrack stuff he's made. He's got like a Plants vs. Zombie song that he put up was his last video. It's good. I've been listening to it. I don't even play Plants vs. Zombies, but I like the music. Man. Underrated talent here on YouTube, let me tell you. And the thing is, like, when I first found his channel, he had like 500 or so subs. He's got like over 1,000 now. So YouTube is recognizing his work, which is fantastic, because he deserves so much. He's doing God's work. Ugh. It is very cool. Yes. The only sad part is that it's not close to being done yet. If I recall, there are only 4 tracks that he has made right now. He has the one that he just played on, which was Mario Circuit 3, I believe. He's also got GCN Luigi Circuit. He has a Nitro course called Mountain Pass. And he has Frap Snowland from N64. And that's it. But, like, honestly, 4 tracks is enough for me. Yeah, he's working on Big Donut for the battle mode, and then he also said there was a new Nitro track he had been working on. So I'm interested in seeing what that's going to be. And he said that there's going to be a custom track maker programmed into the map where you can make your own racetrack. That's so cool! Why don't people do things like that anymore? Like, I remember there was a Splatoon in Minecraft map a long time ago that had a custom map creator built into it. And I thought that was the coolest thing ever, and I was like, why does nobody else ever do this? But, like, this dude is making Mario Kart in Minecraft with custom track support. Like, that's dope. I would love to make custom tracks for it. I've got so many ideas. It's always raining. Alright. Sleepy time. Sometimes I could just talk about things for hours. That's one of the things that I could talk about for hours. Alright, we need Blackstone. Which building do we want to do? That one's kind of small. I think we're going to do this one. It was very bold of me to put in the title of this stream that we're finishing this city. Because we're definitely not finishing the city today. It's so much work. Ugh. You know, like the thing is, I wanted to do more like outside the city, because my original plans had like a whole like field section and whatnot. That's obviously not happening anymore. This city is taking way too long, and I do not have the time for it, which sucks. Oh, I have more Blackstone. Pfft. I barely probably even get the city done, honestly. But you know, that's a lesson we've learned this season. Don't bite off more than you can chew. Because big projects take big time. Which just makes me all the more impressed that Gager actually managed to do anything in his base. Because it's a huge project. I would never. That's too much work. This big city's already too much work. I've also got drawing work I need to do, because I need to... Not only do I now have to draw last episode's thumbnail, but I have to draw the thumbnail for the next episode, which will be put out when the city is finished. So I got 2 thumbnail drawings I gotta do, plus I want to do some other artwork. And I also have the emotes project to work on, so I got a lot on my plate this month. But I want to aim to get this next episode. I want to say next week sometime. No promises, because this city might not be done in time by then. But that's where I'm aiming for right now. And hopefully I'll be able to make that. Because I still have 2 more episodes after this that I need to work on before my season's done. Those episodes will be faster, though, to work on, because they're mostly wrapping up story things, and not so much building. But everything takes time, as they say. Armor Blue says, learned the same lessons this season. Honestly, when you first joined Eternal's SMP, my first immediate thought was, she's very brave for doing 2 SMPs at once. Because I can barely manage doing 1 SMP. It's a lot of work. And, I mean, from the looks of things, you underestimated how much work it would be. But, you know, I appreciate that you put effort into it regardless. So what's important is that you tried. And I would say that you succeeded. Because I really like your mansion. And we're out of basalt again. Oh, I'm so much taller than I wanted to be. Okay, well, this building is probably near its maximum height. In fact, we're taking it down a little bit. Yeah, so the height that I'm kind of aiming for the buildings is about the height of that tower. That's kind of like the average height that I'm going for. Dang, I'm so close. But obviously some towers are going to be taller than that one, and some are going to be shorter. I think that's okay, though. That's not bad. Alright, now we have the nether bricks. Unless I used them all already, but I don't think I did. Oh, that's right. I have to craft the nether bricks myself. Yeah, I forgot about that part. Okay. We'll take those. Nether bricks. Why are nether bricks so expensive? Don't ask me. No, I definitely... Did I really already spend the nether brick that I bought from Mikey's? I don't remember. I guess I did. I don't know. I don't remember using it already, but it's not here, so I must have already used it. Alright. Go figure. Alright, that's not a lot, but it'll do for now. We have that building. This building. Okay, it's gonna be this one. This is the shortest one. It's also not too big. This will be easy. Ah. You're welcome, Armor Blue. You know, I gotta say, like, even though this project that I'm working on was a bit much for me to chew off in one go, you know, I'm still proud of what I've done this season. Even though I haven't done a lot, but the fact that I managed to miss out on the first third of the season and still managed to get this far, I'm pretty proud. And it looks good. And it's gonna look better when I get the windows in. But I can already, man, I'm just imagining what this would have looked like if I actually had the time to finish it. Man. It would have been great. It would have been great. That's why my base for next season is going to be a bit less ambitious than this. The scale is going to be comparable, we'll say, but less of it is going to actually be manual block placing. In the sense that my base is going to be wide and not tall. Which will make it easier, and I'll be able to fit more into episodes without it being like huge progress update number 10, you know. That's the plan anyways. Stretch. Ugh. Man. I tell ya. I tell ya. Tell ya what? Man. I'm already out of materials. This sucks. I need gray concrete, But I don't think Shronk has restocked his shop. I bought him out of gray concrete, I think. Do I have any leftovers? I know I have black. That's for the flooring that I have to finish up in some places. Alright. We are going to have to go to Shronk's shop, I think. Which way? East. I don't think he has anything. If he does nothing, I think I have sand and gravel at my base that we can grab for some more gay concrete. But it's not going to be enough. Alright. Here we go. Oh, I made it. I was afraid I was going to die. Boing. I've never done that drop in third person before. And into the shop. Gray wool? Yeah, I bought all of his concrete. Okay. You know what, while we're down here actually, I'll check the funds from the shop. We haven't had a lot of purchases recently. Mostly because it's late in the season and people don't need build supplies anymore. But I guess that's my fault for waiting so long to set up a proper shop. No slime sales. No wood sales. Sea lanterns. It's the one thing that's I get regular profits on is the sea lanterns. This was a good investment. And also I changed the price on the sea lanterns. They are cheaper now. 1 diamond for 2 instead of 1 diamond for 1. Hopefully people are actually seeing that. I think they are. Alright, let's see what I have for concrete supplies in the base. I think... dirt. I have a lot of gravel. I have 40 sand. And I donated the rest to Moon Guy. And he hasn't used it. Ah, man. Sadness. I have bought a lot of sea lanterns and prismarine from you this season. I noticed. Thank you for your patronage. If that's the right word, I think. I don't have my shovel on me. I think it's under my base. Oh well. Alright. So we're kind of running out of materials for today. So I don't really know what I'm going to do for the rest of the episode. Not gonna lie. I was hoping that the materials I did have would go farther. I guess we could maybe work on windows. Not gonna be streaming for too much longer. I think I want to wrap up in about an hour, half an hour or so. But I think we can do some window work. I have the glass for it already. So we may as well. Here. I think we're gonna do mostly red windows and pink windows. I have white stained glass, but I don't think I want to use that. And we're just gonna scaffold up. So I think we're going to start with this building because it's nether brick. And we need nether bricks. So if we do that and that, that'll be good. And then we can space it out by 3 here. All right. And then here, 1, 2, 3. That looks good. And we get back some nether bricks for that. There's more in the inside. Of course there is. And there's more in the windows. Because of course there is. Ow. What the heck? God, I hate scaffolding. Why is it like this? Like, it's so useful. But also, like, there's some design questions that I have. Like, why can you not place scaffolding out sideways from the center of a scaffolding stack? Like, why does it always go up? It's kind of dumb. I think I want to use panes to inset them. I think panes is what we want. And that also will increase our stock of glass, because glass duplicates when you make it panes. Oh, the red window does everything for this. It's gonna look so good. Oh my god. I'm still very upset that I couldn't finish this build. It'd be so good. Of course you did. Got it. Man, get some lights in those windows. Top tier. This building is an elevator. It has no windows. So I guess next one we're doing is this Blackstone building. I'm gonna do smaller windows. Dang. Why do I have to make these odd? Pfft. Maybe we won't do smaller windows for this one. Getting my fingers twisted. You know, let's go back to the other building. I want to mix in some pink stained glass. Just to... I think it adds some variety. I really like the way that looked in the other building when I had the two side by side. Some of these windows are going to have lights in them and some of them aren't. And some will be pink and some will be red. So I think it'll look very good. Ooh. All right. We're gonna do 1, 2, 3 again. All right, up again. 1, 2, 3. Mid scaffold, you can look down to have it go sideways. Can you? Oh shit, you can! Wow, I did not know that was a thing! That makes this so much easier. I still fell though. I did not know that. You learn something new every day. Thank you so much for that tip. That literally just saved so much time. So now I can actually get into these places. Oh my god. Still doesn't work perfectly though. But that's probably more just user error. There we go. There we go. One, two, three. I should really have this equipped. One, two, three. One, two, three. All right. These windows are going to do so much for this build. Not even joking. It's going to be like a whole different building. Although, but I do want to actually get these first. Right, this will be a pink window. This will be a red window. Another red. Another red. Just misplacing glass like there's no tomorrow. Alright. Red, and we'll have pink on the other side, and I want to do 2 pinks back to back. Blasphemy, I know. Right? I think it was this side? Yes. Ah! I hate that they made the hitbox on glass smaller. He says completing on an update from like 10 years ago. Oof. You know what? That's fine. Come in here. Thankfully none of that despawned. Look at that, we got like a stack and 8 of Blackstone back. Just from windows. What a wise investment. And it does so much for this build. I don't want a window on that wall, because I don't know if it's actually going to be a building yet. This one, I guess is going to be just one in the middle. We'll do wide window. Yes, wide window. Embrace the wideness. And we'll do it every 2 instead of every 3. Ah, what a lovely day. One thing that was actually a bit of a shock is it was very cold on vacation where we went. It was like 10 degrees cooler than home. So coming home to like 80-degree weather was very shocking. I mean, like every morning you'd wake up and it's like 40 degrees outside. The high is like 60. Now over here, it's like the low is like 70 and the high is 80. It's very uncomfortable here. But I guess that's just something we've got to get used to. Pink window. And I guess the next one's going to be red. Alright. And I guess we're gonna have a pink one. Incomplete spot up here. Ah, man. I was so close to doing a perfect round without misplacing any glass. And then I do this at the last second. Alright. I need to break in here real quick. Alright. Man, this place looks so much better when you actually get the windows in place. Let me tell you. Sadly, I will not have the time to do the interiors for every building. I'll try and get some interiors done, if I can. I'd like to, for sure, at least get that interior done, and I want to get the elevator functional. I don't know how much of the rest I'm going to be able to get done. We'll see. I still have to do the staircases and stuff to the inside. There still is no way to the inside of the Guardian Farm from the overworld. It's a nether-only entrance right now, but I intend to change that. But for now, that's the way it is. Music has stopped. We have reached the end of the playlist. We restart. Doesn't want to. Okay. Manually restarting. Alright. Playlist has been manually restarted. So, next building to get windows. We'll pick the Blackstone ones, since I'm short on Blackstone. It's a smart choice to make. So I still want to do the two... Wow, there's no land here. I still want to do the 2 wide windows and fit 3 of them in. On some of the buildings, at least. I did it again. We're just going to leave that broken. And then it's going to stay like that the entire season, because I'm going to forget about it. There we go, we can do that. It might be a bit much, but I'm willing to go the mile. We will do the 3 gap. Wow, I messed that up pretty bad. One, two, three. Hit him with the double pink. I could have sworn I just saw rainfall again and I was about to lose my shit. It's rained like 3 times on stream already. It's insane. That's what we need. We need a rain rebalance update. I'll pay good money for that. Fix your rain, Mojang. Alright. I am out of red glass pane windows. Which I guess means I have to go down and craft some more. Alright. Oh, it's gonna be so good. I can't wait to see what this place looks like at night with shaders. I haven't really gotten a good shader look yet, but I imagine it's gonna be fantastic. What do we got? Center window, it is. Alright. Two, three. Right here. One left window. And then two reds. And I think that's this building done in terms of front-facing windows. I want to have windows on the sides as well. I don't care as much about the back sides because you're not really going to see the back sides when you're in the city. It's the front and the sides that are visible that I care about the most. Right. We need 58 scaffold. We are missing one. It's right there. I got it at some point. Ah, it's looking so much better already. I got all these to do though. Just don't look at that side. Look at this side. This side's the side that looks nice. Well, I'm about tired for today. And I want to do some drawing. And I've got other things to do as well. So I think I'm going to wrap up stream here. We got quite a decent amount of work done today, actually. I really want to get this done quickly, though. There may not be another stream working on the base. It depends on if I finish this before next week or not. If I finish all of this off camera before next stream, then there probably won't be another stream for a while. And if I don't finish this, then there probably will be a stream next week. We'll find out as the time approaches. But, with that being said, I'd like to thank you all for coming today. And I hope to catch you in the next one. Bye. Bye.